What's Sack and Riley Jefferson? We're going to do the hoop grid. Again, I did do this hoop grid earlier this morning, but here are what my picks were. I do them at work, so obviously I'm not going to film it there. Also, it takes me longer than just like a couple minutes. But anyway, for Knicks Warriors, I went with Michael Ray Richardson. His name is spelled EAL for Michael, because it didn't show up at first, and I thought that was interesting, but I was spelling his name wrong. Anyway, he was pretty good. Warriors Mavericks, I went with Brian Cardinal. I wasn't 100% sure he played for the Warriors, just kind of threw him out as a guess. I remember him from the Mavericks title team, and I knew he'd played for some other team, so threw it out, ended up working. Now, Warriors 25-plus point game for the finals. I went through like every single modern-ish Warriors player that's played in the finals that I could think of that maybe would have done this. And they were all the ones that actually worked were all around like 8 or 9%. I thought this was the one. Every other box here I filled out in like a few minutes. This one box I thought about for so long until I finally remembered Paul Arizin. And I was super happy with 2.3-ish%. Because, yeah, I wasn't coming up with anybody. But anyway, Celtics Knicks, I went with Rasheed Wallace. He was decent. Mavericks Celtics, I was super pumped about this one. I went with David Lee. I think a lot of people forget he did play for both of these teams, actually. He was pretty rare. Celtics 25-point game in the finals. I went with finals MVP Cedric Maxwell. He was decent. Top 30 in points for the season with the Knicks. This pick was my last one when I was filling out the grid earlier. And I went with Amari Stoudemire. It was my worst percentage-wise, but that's because if it's your last one, you only get one try. You can't mix it up anymore. So that was my worst one. Probably could have done better if we tried some other guys, but that's what we got. For the Mavericks, who did I go with here? I went with Monte Ellis. And then top 30 points in a season, 25-point game in the finals. I thought since they didn't actually win it, Karl Malone might be a pretty rare one, and he was. So it was pretty good. This morning when I did this grid, it was better than about 96% of grids. Now that I fill it out, it's 93.77, but still one of my better grids, so I was pretty happy with it.